call catching some sea.
UK developer Bitmap Brothers became well known for their 1990 hit Speedball 2 and the humor they brought into their games. During the 4 years of development of SET, they switched from the once famous gaming computer Amiga to produce it mainly for the growing PC market, causing time issues, and to make it worse, the lead designer of SET left the team and started to work for Westwood's Command & Conquer series.
Good work, Commander, but there ain't no time to lose. We may have won this battle, but we sure as hell ain't won the goddamn war.
The famous franchise may have been an influence looking at the graphics and as well at the use of a lot of cutscenes. Here, some robots comment your missions before and after, but the scenes are very short and the overall story arc is not very complicated. Maybe to still enable floppy disk support for those who still had no CD-ROM drive.
Unit reporting collect. Gun captured.
Instead, your goal is to capture the flags that represent sectors of the map and sometimes are connected to factories. The more flags you have, the more sectors you control and the faster your units are produced. But you cannot build any additional building or turret just somewhere. The first one to reach a building, vehicle or turret with a soldier takes it for his side. So you immediately check the map as fast as you can, send your troops to the key positions to get the flags nearby and then gather them together to attack the enemy to get his flags or defend your own. So knowing the map and acting fast is key. And because of this cut-down gameplay, SET is easy to learn, its fights are fast-paced and normally it takes less than 10 minutes to conquer a normal level. On easy, today, with the actual Steam version. Back then, it was always very challenging, for there was not as many difficulty levels to choose from, even meaning that there were once different versions, like a harder one for the UK and an easier for the US market.
We've done it! We've done it!
And the game gets much harder on medium or higher still today, and replaying a level until you know where to head first is constantly needed. That's in a way the downside of this easy to learn gameplay. If one army gains control very early on for a longer time, it's hard to turn the game around. And since it's only the flag points that really influence the game, there is not much you can do. It's not about either investing your money in economy, buildings, tech trees, or your army. It's only one thing. Okay, maybe two or three, cause besides from robot soldiers, you have jeeps that are much faster, so you can maybe outplay the enemy and take a flag point shortly before a unit gets produced and it suddenly becomes yours when it leaves the factory. There are tanks as well that are slow but extremely strong, and pyro robots that can bomb the jeeps easily. The terrain can also be damaged, but like the production, this is done autonomously by your troops. And the other thing you can decide is which units are produced in the factories or which turrets you buy for your fortress. Overall, SET feels a little bit more like a commander game where your influence is not as direct as in most real-time strategy games to come. Maybe that was left from the more simple gameplay structures once used in Amiga games. But as well, it's exactly this what made this game so much fun to play, and everyone could just go for it without any knowledge. You simply start, move your troops, and conquer the map. It took me no time to get into the game, although I have not played it for at least 20 or more years, and it was still fun to get into immediate action. Not much brain work, just send your troops, and there you are.
Wipe out! Yes, sir!
SET was a huge success for a small indie developer like the Bitmap Brothers, and 2001, the follow-up, Set Steel Soldiers was released, but failed the expectations of both players and critics, selling less units than hoped, and the Bitmap Brothers don't exist anymore today. Set can be played on Steam today. It worked fluently on my laptop, but on my desktop with 2 monitors I had problems, so there it was not playable.
What you call this? Watch out, you're gonna hit that guy!
Hey, buddy, move!